What's up, guys? Your boy, 20K13. Going to talk about 10 booking steps for WWE Monday Night Raw, October 5th. This comes from WhatCulture.com. This past week after Monday Night Raw, WWE must have been horrified to learn the TV rating for the show. Incredibly, this particular episode was the lowest rated edition of the program since the company shifted to a full-time 3-hour format in 2012. That's obviously not good news, and it's clear some major changes must be made in order to rectify this fact. The big question remains over why WWE continues their ignorance over what's not working. Recently, viewership has decreased with each passing hour, making it fair to surmise that people watching aren't being hooked by what the show has to offer. As time progresses, fans become less enamored with what's being present and decide to slowly tune out as a result. There's hope that Brock Lesnar will be able to change that. The Beast will appear on Raw mere days after his battle with the Big Show at Madison Square Garden. Surely, the creative team will have something special for Brock because they need to keep viewers glued to their television. One other query involves exactly what WWE will do with every other aspect of the show. Given all that happened last Monday, not to mention what may happen at Live from Madison Square Garden, what could Raw have in store this coming week? One thing for sure, it needs to be more impactful than the last episode if ratings are going to increase. Number 10. Mark Henry cut emotional retirement TV promo. On Raw, Mark Henry was pretty much squashed by the Big Show. This was done primarily to set up a show for his impending clash with Brock Lesnar at Live from Madison Square Garden. Even so, that's not to say that WWE couldn't capitalize on what happened with the world's strongest man and have him cut a real tearjerker of a promo. There's been a lot of talk online and from him himself about the chances of him retiring soon. It's been hardened to read that the man isn't interested in going out on top. He wants to put people over before he hangs up his boots. There are several ways WWE could handle this, one of which involves him admitting that he doesn't think he has what it takes to compete anymore. Henry could allude to the fact that he was decimated by the Big Show. This show of honesty could help build support for the man's final run as he relents that he just might be finished as a full-time performer. Who knows where this could lead further down the line? Perhaps a few opposite someone like Kevin Owens would be an ideal parting shot. Number 9. Team Bad bemoan lack of opportunity. Just as someone is talking about the end of their career, one trio could talk about making their own respective one special. Team Bad had been left out in the cold during the whole female revolution concept. When the storyline kicked into high gear, they were prevalent, but TV time hadn't been in abundance for Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Tamina. If they don't start mentioning that Team Bad will slowly start to look like an afterthought, put plainly, Sasha Banks, especially if far too useful a talent to be sitting doing nothing. Her match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn against Bayley proved what she has to offer from an in-ring perspective. The fact she's part of the weakest group in the Diva division doesn't sit well. On Monday Night Raw, Sasha could lead the charge as Team Bad put their faces out there once more. The unit weren't even really mentioned by Paige during her shoot promo recently, which isn't a good sign at all. The team did pick up a win on SmackDown, but they really need to be featured more on Monday evening. Number 8. King Barrett beat Neville and Stardust in Super Threat. Noticeable by their absence on Raw were King Barrett, Robe, Crown, and Scepter. His return prompted a modest reaction from the live audience, but it was still encouraging to see that WWE seemed to have to remove his art altogether and Barrett's wardrobe. Being the king of the ring is fine, but Barrett doesn't need the literal royal guard to hammer home the point. Interfering in Neville's match with Stardust, Barrett stalked his victim and thumped them with two partner bullhammer elbows. There are high hopes that WWE will dispense with the keen nonsense and just let the Englishman be serious again. One thing the writing staff simply must do is establish him as a real threat once again, and there's an easy way to do that. By going over both Neville and Stardust in a super threat match. Barry could then snatch the microphone and declare that a team needs gold. Of course, this would be a reference to any other title belt in WWE, but most likely either the Intercontinental or United States title. John Cena's U.S. Open Challenge could then be something to focus on for Wade. Number 7. Book Big E to challenge for a U.S. title. Over the past few weeks on Raw, there's been an upturn in fan reaction when Big E entered the ring. Firstly, ring insiders seemed excited to see him lock horns with Bubba Ray Dudley, and that was the exact same when he went nose-to-nose with John Cena on Raw. During the big six-man tag bout, Big E looked well matched physically against Cena. That's something critics could capitalize on. Right now, Cena doesn't appear to have much in the way of a feud. The New Day are right in the middle of a rivalry opposite the Dudley Boys, but there's no reason why Big E couldn't challenge Cena for the United States title. Xavier Woods had a decent little match against Cena, and it makes sense that Big E and the US champ could put together something exciting too, depending on how the WWE Tag Team title match goes at Live from Madison Square Garden. Big E could be hungry for the New Day to reclaim some gold, even if they do return against the Dudley Boys on the WWE Network special. Heels should be greedy, if not also cocky. Big E vs. John Cena would be a decent addition to the Monday Night Raw lineup. Number 6. The Dudley Boys table match challenge for the New Day. At this point, it's unclear exactly how the WWE are going to play the ongoing feud between the Dudley Boys and the New Day. The babyfaces certainly need to win the titles at some point, because it feels like a historic moment for the team. That said, they're also very effective in their role chasing the runaway champion. The New Day experiment is paying off. Both squads are set to collide at Madison Square Garden on Sunday, which will definitely decide what happened on Raw. Logically, the heels would escape from the WWE Network special with their title run intact. From there, the Dudley Boys could finally decide that they finished playing games. It get a big reaction as the Dudley challenged the New Day to a tables match at Hell in a Cell. This is something that's been on the card for weeks, but it makes perfect sense to do it on the next edition of Raw. The build to Hell in a Cell must start immediately. If New Day cheat their way to victory at MSG, they should give Bubba Ray and Devon ample reason to make the table match challenge. The fans could start anticipating that big title victory. Number 5. Kevin Owens challenges all coming for IC title. It seems the writing staff are interested in melding together two different feuds currently. Momentum has slowed significantly in the Dolph Ziggler vs. Rusev rivalry, mainly due to the absence of Lana from the tail. The other feud is Ryback's pursuit of Kevin Owens and the WWE Intercontinental title. That one seems to have a bit more steam, so maybe WWE are trying to latch Ziggler and Rusev onto it. This fall, Kevin Owens has been cast as someone who will do whatever it takes to hold the Intercontinental title. As a heel, that's exactly what he should be doing. It puts emphasis on his dirtbag character, but also makes the belt itself look like something worth holding. As the brazen champion, it is entirely within character that Owens would try and muddy the water by diluting the challenger's scene. On this past week episode of Raw, Dolph Ziggler came to the aid of Ryback. Owens managed to convince Rusev to join forces with him to beat down the big guy on the big guy. On SmackDown, Owens then deliberately got himself counted out to retain the Intercontinental strap. Feeling cocky, he could make the challenge of all of them, trying to throw more obstacles in Ryback's path. Number 4. Natalya challenges Paige to beat respect into her. It seems relatively clear that WWE are building toward a match between Natalya and the loudmouth Paige. The former had been disrespected by the latter comment about her random disappearance from television. In one short promo, Paige managed to make Natalya more relevant than the creative team have managed for years. That's something to be pound upon and work with. On SmackDown, Natalya warned Paige that she wouldn't put up with much more of her nonsense. Going further on Raw, Paige could refuse to hear the warning and insult the Canadian once again. From there, Natalya could emerge looking furious and challenge Paige to a match right there and then. Of course, it wouldn't end up happening, because Paige could claim she's not interested in wasting her time. This is something WWE should definitely hold off on, because any actual story in the Diva division should be built upon. As the week progressed, Natalya could show a furious side, angry at how she had been disrespected by someone she had a hand in helping. That should start on Raw. There's no reason why Natalya couldn't fill the position of veteran in the Diva rank. Number 3. Dean Ambrose warned Roman Reigns not to become Bray Wyatt. Before Roman Reigns went to war with Bray Wyatt on Raw, Dean Ambrose was booked to appear a little nervous backstage. A lot of what Dean said during his promo seemed to revolve around the idea of Luke Harper and Braun Strowman interfering. That didn't happen, but Reigns did end up hitting a spear, plunging both he and Wyatt through the announce desk. The story here could be that Wyatt knows full well what he's doing. By goading Roman into taking things so far, he's turning the man into a monster just like himself. That could be the basis of a promo from Ambrose this coming week. The pair are cast as buddies on television, so it makes sense that Ambrose would want to warn Roman Reigns about getting too emotionally involved in his feud against Bray. Naturally, this would lead to the situation becoming heated. On Monday, Reigns appeared as the cool and collected one, while Dean and Randy Orton bickering back and forth nervously. As things progressed, that would change. Bray Wyatt would begin getting inside the mind of Reigns, which is something Dean Ambrose warned his friend about. Number 2. The Authority tells Seth Rollins he had to vanquish Demon Kane. Credit where credit is due. Glenn Jacobs has been wonderful in the dual role of Corporate and Demon Kane recently. At Hell in a Cell, it looks like he's going to be the one to challenge Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight title. It's unlikely the feud will WWE rating woe anytime soon, but Jacob has been entertaining with the storyline this far. At the tail end of Raw, he chased off Rollins after transforming from corporate to demon inside the back of an ambulance. Crucially, Seth was too scared to notice he left his WWE title in the middle of the ring. Kane didn't miss it, and hoisted it aloft as he stared at the belt. This coming week, Triple H and Stephanie could tell Rollins that he had to put an end to this saga. In the mind of the Authority, they've done everything they can do to try and help. Calling in Ashley from the WWE HR department, Triple H and Stephanie was trying to sidestep the violence. That obviously won't be the case as things progress toward the pay-per-view. Triple H may even cut in and passing promo to Rollins, firing him up for the task of cutting down the demon. And number 1. Build start for a Hell in a Cell war between Lesnar and Taker. Despite WWE's best attempt to convince fans otherwise, there is no real threat for Brock Lesnar from the Big Show at Live from Madison Square Garden. In short, there's absolutely zero chance the promotion will book Lesnar to lose mere week before he faces The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell at the pay-per-view of the same name. As soon as Brock's bout with Big Show comes to an end, our attention must be focused on making Hell in a Cell build a successful one. Management are pinning all their hopes on the feud-ending match between Lesnar and Taker. The collision does sell itself pretty well. A lot of fans would be excited to see it anyway, but the real issue is the sagging ratings on Raw. Bringing The Undertaker out with advertising his appearance would be a poor move, but he could be hyped on Raw for the following week. As for the next episode itself, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar should appear, gloating about their victory over the Giant Big Show and claiming that Undertaker is next. Even having the dead man appear in a pre-taped vignette on the big screen would be advisable because it lends some excitement to the failing flagship show. Well, that is, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.